They've won 6 out of 6 and they haven't conceded a goal. You can understand why Thomas Tuchel celebrated the way he did with his backroom staff.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just, the old cliche, you just have to beat what's in front of you. And I think we've done it pretty well. And I think in the last few games, even though the opposition has been the kind of opposition we should be beating, I feel you have seen a little bit more energy in the passing. The pressing, obviously, is very good. People talking about, are we going to press in America because it might be hot? It's something we'll have to see when that comes around. But at the same time, in the games he's had, especially the last 2-3 games, you've seen progression in the way the players are playing with a little bit more intensity.
Yeah, very professional, obviously, from the start of the group. Even tonight, there's again players coming off the bench and having an effect in the game. Pickford, good concentration levels. So all good habits the players have got into, and they're entitled to enjoy these moments. As you said, it's getting to the World Cup. There's bigger challenges ahead. But they've done what they've had to do, very professional, very ruthless, very effective.
Yep.
This job done. And the players will know that. They don't have to listen to us as, oh, you got bigger tests to come. They know that. They're aware of anybody else.
You know what this is like. You know, you do all your stuff you do at club level, that's brilliant. But to qualify for a World Cup, we all played in the garden pretending it was a World Cup when we were kids. Very few of us, i.e. you, went and actually did it. So how special is that individually think, I'm going to go to the World Cup?
Well, it's fantastic, yeah. Because when you're a kid growing up, we always talk about it, whether you want to play in FA Cup finals, or you go to the World Cup and go and enjoy it. And but again, they know they have bigger tests to come. And when the draw came out, we knew they were going to top the group. But the way they've done it, very, very comfortable.
They'll find their way to North America by hook or by crook next summer, the England fans. And actually it was quite a nice exchange with Thomas Tuchel, where basically the fans were taking the mickey out of Tuchel for what he said the other night. And he responded, and I think there's quite a good bond between the two at the moment, actually, the support and the team in that sense.
And of course, with the team doing as well as they're doing, it's a lot easier. If it was more difficult group and it weren't so comfortable, I'm sure it'd be different. But the England fans are good like that, especially the away fans. You've seen them travelling there, knowing that it's nearly done, but they'll still go there and support the team. And again, you have to give credit to the team because with the new manager, I've come with the new managers, they're getting into the way he wants to play, his ideology, how he wants to play, and it seems to be okay at the moment. But again, we have to see when we get better opposition. 2
more qualifiers. Then 2 friendlies in the spring, then the squad announcement, then 2 friendlies out probably in North America somewhere, then the World Cup. In other words, only 4 games to go till the World Cup squad is announced. Yeah, and that's going to be one of the problems for England over the next few months. It'll be a lot of speculation because we end up talking a lot because the games weren't that interesting in that sense. It was easy, so people are not going to be focused on who's going to pick, who the manager's going to pick. The players are going to be left out. Some quality players like Palmer, Bellingham. So there's going to be lots of negativity over the next few months in terms of who's the manager going to play. But I always say, with them type of options, they're high-class problems for the manager, but he'll have difficult decisions over the next few months. But he looks like a manager that he won't lose any sleep over that, will he? If he's got to leave player A or player B out, it's not going to worry him. He doesn't have to. When the team is performing like that, it doesn't matter who you're leaving out. If the players are turning up and performing like that, and they do look like a happy camp, but when you're winning every game, it does help. But as we said, we keep saying it, the bigger tests are yet to come. What did you make of the fans tonight? There was a few cheeky exchanges, weren't there? Especially early on. Are we loud enough for you?
Yeah. So got some stick in the first half. Fair enough, and well done. Good sense of humour and no problem.
Were they loud enough for you?
Yeah, it was brilliant support from start to finish.
I think that's the value of having managed in England before. Gets our sense of humour up to a point that the fans are going to have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, at the same time, away fans are a lot different to home fans. The away fans, they're going out, they're going to support you, whatever. So he's lucky he's got the away fans there.
When you look at the England squad, defensively, certainly centre-halves pretty much pick themselves. There's quite a lot to discuss with fullbacks. Could they just do with a little bit more embroidering in the attacking positions where the games are likely to be won in America? So I'm thinking, if you're Bellingham, if you're Foden, if you're players like that, if you're Cole Palmer, this is the challenge for them to get into this squad. Certainly over the next few months, what they're doing obviously at club level, the next few international matches. But I've never heard a manager talk so much about what happens in training. I know he's only got on for a week or so. So it's definitely their attitude around the place. That's key for them. Obviously, we talk about Palmer all day, Grealish, Foden. These players are talented. Rashford left out. They've got all that talent. It's what to do in terms of training, their attitude, out of possession. He spent a couple of seconds there talking about Harry Kane running back. Forget about he scored a couple of goals. So that's such an important part of the package. So whatever these players are bringing to the party,
it's got to be, the balance of the team has got to be right, or else whatever talent they have, they won't be involved.
I'm trying not to say a good tourist, but actually that's what he's saying, isn't it? You need a good tourist. The World Cup's even longer next year.
Yeah, but it's great that that's his message to the players. From day one when he got the job, he spoke about the training, being around the squad, mentioned the World Cup, being away for 5-6 weeks, obviously with the friendlies on top of that. He's obsessed with that. Yeah. So your talent, being anything, you're obviously talented, but if you're not bringing other bits to the party, you will not be involved.
It's a good observation, Royce, because you can see that he wants to see the people he wants to have around him for that tournament. Because let's face it, you look at our group, we look like we're going to qualify. So yeah, his main focus is on the players that he can identify that's going to help him, to try and win the tournament.
But as Roy says, particularly with those two friendlies beforehand, you could be talking about 6-7 weeks away from home altogether.
Yeah.
That can get quite claustrophobic, can't it? Quite suffocating.
Yeah, it's fine for usually the starting 11 are quite contented.
Yeah.
It's how the other lads deal with the setbacks in terms of attitude to training, being around the hotel, if they're coming off the bench, what kind of attitude they have. And but at the moment, obviously, they're a happy camp.
You're off to a World Cup. Well, England are off to a World Cup. How do you sum up tonight in the qualifying campaign overall?
I think it's been top from start to finish. The manager said then in the change room we haven't conceded a goal. I think every performance, the commitment to the camps, just the vibe, the attitude, everyone's give everything, and I think you see that on the pitch.
What have England found, especially in the last couple of camps?
I think it's that togetherness. You can see it on the pitch. We're fighting. We're giving absolutely everything for each other, which can be difficult in an international environment because lads are coming from everywhere. We don't see each other very often, and I think the manager and the staff have really homed in on creating that, and it's paid off.
And how important is this system and sticking with a relatively consistent team? That must feel good.
Yeah, I think it feels good because it gives the lads some chemistry and some familiarity with each other. We know sort of what each other's going to do when we get the ball, and I think that obviously always helps, especially attacking wise.
Is there a better striker out there in world football than Harry Kane?
Certainly not right now. I think the goals he scored, and he can score from anywhere. I think his goal today with his left foot, like, you don't even think it's a shot that's on, and the next minute it's in the bottom corner. He's world class. Like I said the other day, and we presser.
But you started it. How pleasing was that goal?
Yeah, good. I should have scored the other day at Wembley, so I've been practicing particularly on that exact finishing training, so I want to thank Dean Henderson for taking the time to be in goal for me. Practice makes perfect.
Well done, Anthony Gordon. His second England goal in 16 appearances, and well done, England. Should never take it for granted, should you? Qualifying for a World Cup, it's a big deal.
Yeah, all credit to England. Throughout the group stages again, not conceding a goal, the goals they've scored, really good attitude. Yeah.
The thing is, England's a tournament team as well, so when we get to the tournament win, know how to deal with it.
Oh yeah, we know that.
We'll see what happens.